Works, baby. Alright, we're gonna do a short test to see if I can figure out why the quality decided to Sudoku. Alrighty, Rooney. I guess I could pull up YouTube. I have 2 monitors now. Boof. You can mute me. There we go. The quality live is good. I don't know. That's strange. I don't know why during Splatoon it just fell off the deep end. Well, so far so good. How do I get to the studio? Somewhere over here? Man, shorts. I need to capitalize on some shorts. I need to capitalize on a lot of things. God, I hurt myself. I'm so sore. Hey, why don't you, with someone chronic inflammation, do a dance with your hips when you have big ass hips? God. Was it worth it? I crave a donut that's in the kitchen. That's what I want. Okay, how do we get to the thing? Do I have to go to create? Man, clicking the create button is like a catch-22. It makes me feel like I'm clicking the wrong thing. Oh yeah, we're on low latency. Good. We're gonna pop out this little chicken. Chicken, chicken, chicken. Boof. Put that away. Might as well put the chat up. See what happens. I am sore. How are you? I am very tender. I'm a tender child. I'm a grown-ass woman. What do I mean? You know what's something I thought about? My memberships, my channel memberships, I don't have enough to have 8 emotes, but I still have 8 emotes. I wonder if they stay permanently unlocked. I just assumed that because YouTube probably would be like, hey, make more money or get out. They would have been like, you lose a emote slot. And I read it as such. They're like, oh, you can unlock more once you get back to this goal. Or I thought that's what it said, but apparently not. I'm like, okay. I lost the chat again. Oh, there it is. Come here. Blah. Yay! Look at the chat. Beautiful. Shine bright like a diamond. What an interesting day. I didn't do nothing. Well, I did a lot. I would call it a normal stint of depression. I had, like, read every fanfic that piqued my interest to the degree I'm reading, like, short little nuggets that are just not fun to read, period. Because they don't have story, or they just started their story, and so you're like, oh god, I have to wait for an update. I refuse to go back on fanfiction.net. No way, no how. Archive of Our Own has superior everything. Can you believe fanfiction.net doesn't have tags? How do you find what you want? God, I remember when they finally added the pairing, like, thing. Before you would have to put, like, you can only put, like, 1 to 2 characters, and then that would be assumed that's the ship. Man, but there's some classic stories on fanfiction.net. There's a whole lot more crap, too. Then you have Wattpad, that's the culmination of all the crap. Aha, here we go. The little bitrate thing. I wanted to look for this. Is lower than the recommended bitrate. What? Streamlabs OBS, why did you update like this? That's crazy. My bitrate should not be that low. Okay, well, oh, I don't have my notepad. I need to write that note down. I thought it was my backgrounds, because my backgrounds are the highest revolution. Revolution? Revolution. They're the highest resolution, and I have like 12 scenes, and half of them are background assets that are like over 5,000 by 5,000 high quality pixel, and I was like, okay, that probably is what's making the quality go toilet. No, my bitrate changed? Huh, I don't know. Weird. Well, I'll figure that out in a minute or two, I guess. I mean, the live feed is HD, isn't it? I don't know, I might have to stare at it to see if it inconsistently updates. Okay, I'm muted. It does kind of look pixely. Let's see. HD, it says 1080p. I'll just click it to be sure. 1080p. By the way, who is the lovely little helper that always likes my streams? Hey, Stefan! How you doing? I was just about to say, who likes my streams but doesn't even say hi in chat? I need to know who you are because you're the only thing keeping me afloat. The quality's alright. I mean, the quality could be higher, but the canvas on Streamlabs OBS is lower. Hi, Sora, I'm fine. Oh, you said, hi, Sora, I'm fine. I'm like, Sora, what are we talking about? I am sore. I'm very tender. I'm a chicken nugget. Kiyoshi, how you doing? I love that you're still around and you're cranking out the content. There's so many few reality originals these days. I'm glad we still have like Familia still around. We've evolved, but it's always fun to go back to reality. So yeah, I'm just kind of doing a sleepy time stream. I don't know, impulsive and whatnot. I just took a shower because I had sweated a bunch because I did a dance. I posted the short. It could be better, but I literally went, my hip hurts, I sweaty, I need to take a break or I'm going to be very sore. And I am very tender. A hot shower, a washcloth, and some soap. And about an hour or two later, and my head is as heavy as sand. This is the problem with having a lot of long hair. Your hair gets so heavy with water, you can't even stand it. And a nightcap wouldn't help either. I've really tried. Man, I wish I could cut my hair, but then like switch in between the two. What are you dancing about, Stefan? Cha-cha slide. Is that emote just called dance? I always call it cha-cha slide. Just da-da-da-da-da. Is it? I don't know. It's a cultural dress, but I don't remember what cultural dance it could be. I'm just curious. Let's see if I can find it. Is it in the people one? Is it? Oh, there's a puppy! There's a monkey! Wow, they have like 4 different monkeys. Look at all this! This is a free-for-all stream. Wigs. Exactly! Don't cut your hair, winter is coming. I mean, I have enough like big, like sweatery, thick clothes that I don't need hair. I'll be real with you. I am a Sasquatch. I don't shave my legs. Why? I don't go anywhere. I maintain myself pretty good. I trim my legs. It's the unconventional version of like shaving your legs. I got tired of being scared of razors. God. I don't miss like the pressure of having to like needlessly groom like that. Cause you would have to in like high school and whatnot. Cause you would have gym class. That was a mandate for Did you have to have 1 year of physical, I think, 1 year of gym? I think you might have had 1 year of gym. Or was it mandated all the time? I don't even remember. Oh, Equinox Fox. Welcome to the stream. I'm sorry, I didn't see you there. You need blankets. I have hair. You're not the same. I have so many blankets. Don't even worry about it. I like cold. I can always be colder. You know what I can't be? Less sweaty. That requires animal fat in the form of soap scrubbing on my body so I can get unsweaty and salty. Blech. Nasty. Blech. Weighted blankets are goat. I just learned what goat means. Oh god, let me see if I remember it word for word. Great of goat. Great of all time. Great of all time! Why the frick that acronym? Oh my god, goat. Great of all time. I don't think that's how people use goat. I don't. I feel like it gets used in a different way than it's not great of all time. Like, that's goated. Like, when people say it's goated, I always thought, like, that was being taunted. Taunted, but, like, cool. I don't know. I finally reached the age where slang is like, I need to Google. My god. How do we fix this? What do we do? I don't know. Alright, let me check back on the stream. I'm guessing from your guys' perspective, let me know if, I don't know, if you're on Wi-Fi, I guess, I hope you're not using your data. If you're using your data, it won't be as consistent, but if you're on Wi-Fi right now, if you go to other streams, how often does the stream quality change when you're watching other streams? Is it consistent? And if it is consistent, is mine being consistent? Because I found out, much to my chagrin for Splatfest, that the quality was going from like 1080p to like garbage. From high quality to low quality to high quality. The audio stayed consistent. But like right before the stream, Streamlabs OBS updated, a big update too, and I'm like, okay, that should be fine, right? No. Knowing me, it's never fine. Greatest, you're like the blanket hot tea and a good book. I'm not much of a tea fan. It just tastes like lettuce. Lettuce that's supposed to have like a fancy flavor to it, but it just comes off as like rainwater. You know, straight from the spigot, the gutter. I'm not a tea person. I don't know, I might be like, if I had to, like, I know the classics are like chamomile tea or something like that, right? I would probably be the freak that likes mint tea. I'd probably just drink mint tea all the time just because it gives me an ice cream kind of flavor. Because, like, mint is a leaf, and it's so weird because it's the closest thing to tea. But anything can be tea, right? As long as you just, like, dip it in water. Right? Am I understanding tea wrongly? Like, I know it's supposed to be, like, tea leaves and whatnot, but basically what tea is it's like coffee. You strain it. Same thing. Oh, my stomach just growled. Oh, God. That's boba tea. We don't talk about boba tea here. Boba tea is controversial. We don't do boba tea here. It looks pretty, but I can imagine it tastes gross. I'm not a fan. I've never tried it, but I'm so picky of a person, I could already tell I won't like it. Why am I so hungry? Oh yeah, I didn't eat. I had bacon all yesterday. I ate all the bacon. It was good. And oh my god, don't tell my mom this, but I may have ate all of the donuts that I was not supposed to. I think she knows. I'm not allowed to have Hostess powdered donuts unsupervised. I can only have 5 every day, if daily. So she has to hide them in the most obscure places. And normally I'm usually not like that kind of person that goes looking for the thing that's hidden. But man, those things are like, mwah, chef kiss. You might be wondering, why is she hiding food from you? You're an adult. Well, there was a time I ate, and it might not have been Hostess donuts, because I just realized Little Debbie's and Hostess powdered donuts are 2 different things. I just never noticed till it was too late. But I ate a whole thing of powdered donuts because I hadn't had them in years. And it was great. They tasted great. Next thing I know, I have like, I can't even call it heartburn because it was not near my heart. It was up here, chest pain. Like, if it was anywhere close to my heart, I would have been absolutely convinced I was having a heart attack. I was in that much pain. I was screaming. My mom had to like put me in the back of the car and drive me like to the ER. And yeah, it was a bad time. But it subsided after a while. But I took like so many vitamins, and I think my mom gave me, what is it, a Norco? Which I found out is an opiate. I'm not happy about that. Having chronic pain sucks, bro. Anyway, so that's the story of why I'm not allowed to have donuts. I almost went to the ER because of it. And now I've ate 2 packages of donuts unsupervised, and I feel naughty. I never sneak and lie about anything. But she hasn't asked, so I'm not lying. I'm not lying. Sunny! Good morning. Wait, is it morning yet? Oh, no. Good evening. That seems weird to say good evening. Wait, is it morning is after 12 a.m. Night would be when it's nighttime. Oh, my stomach's about to growl. Oh, no. I'm trying to resist the donuts. I did so much dancing. That's some good cardio. Oh, donut of the day takes the pain away. No, it adds pain. I almost died. Like, this was the day I found out. Like, I had to go to my, like, primary care. I went to my primary care, and I had to tell him because we were concerned, like, that was so random of, like, a pain thing. And he's like, well, it could be an antacid thing, like a reflux or blah, blah, blah. And then he, like, pointed out where my stomach is. Or, well, yeah, my stomach. You know when you hold your tummy when you say you have a bellyache? Well, guess what? Those are your intestines. Do you know where your stomach is? It ain't anywhere down there. I didn't know this stuff. It is way closer to, like, up to your chest than I thought. And I'm like, why the hell did nobody teach me this? This is creepy. That's because, like, I kept fighting with it. I'm like, no, my pain wasn't down there. My pain was up here, like, close to my heart, but it clearly wasn't. Because you can tell, like, when you sprain a muscle, what part of your body hurts. Right? Like, oh my god. Does anybody know the feeling of your bones aching or your bone itches? Oh, it's so weird. I don't think bones have feelings. I think it's like the deeper layer of your skin that itches, but it's like so deep that you say it's your bone that itches and you can't get it. Am I making any sense? I took my night meds, so I might deteriorate into slumber sooner rather than later. No fibbing. I'm not fibbing. I'm a good kitty. I did my one naughty of the 4 years I've been alive. I snuck powdered donuts. I'm pretty sure she won't buy anymore. It's probably for the best, honestly. I mean, we have a really good donut place that's really close by. It's called Sprinkles. Ooh la la, sprinkles. Man, oh my god, they sold out of donuts one day within like 40 minutes. That was crazy. I think school wasn't even in yet. That was so weird. Like, what do you do for the rest of the day? Hi, I have to tell you we have literally no inventory. Goodbye. They open at 6 and they close at like 3. Maybe not 5. Yeah, 3 is probably 1 to 3 p.m. is their latest they would close for. Ew, yes, it freaking sucks and triggers a panic attack for me. Donuts? What triggers a panic attack? I can think of many things. Huh? I missed you, Jenta. Wait a minute, you changed your name. Who are you? You're a mod, so I must trust you. No, that's not AC. JW? I'm gonna guess here. You changed your name. Who are you? I can't even say it. Batia? Who are you? Oh, the itchy bone feeling. Yes. Oh my god. I watched, what are they called? A cut video where they're like, they brought in like a bunch of people that have phobias, and then one person has to guess what phobia they have or who has what phobia. So they'll hand the person their phobia, and one person had the phobia of cotton balls, and I understand that way too well. Like, I don't have that phobia, but when she described why she doesn't like cotton balls and why she fears them and doesn't want anything to do with them, I'm like, yeah, I feel like I've felt that exact feeling. She basically described it as like metallic, which is like, I feel like that could be a research paper. Like, why is it cotton balls give you like a metallic kind of, maybe it's the association with medical equipment? But I understood her so much, and I'm like, I don't even have this fear, but I understand the sensation. That might just be my SPD, but I don't know, man. Oh, you're Echo! Why'd you change your name? Echo? Batte. Is it mod after getting official Sunny account? Wait, did you change your account? Eh? Most of my familia. I like that you're green. If I turned everybody, a lot of you I trust. It looks nicer if there's at least one person in chat that's not mod. Or else everyone's gonna be the harder to read color. I need to go back and change like my settings for my chat, but it's a hassle. It is a hassle and a half to do that. But I would mod Sunny. Familia is very trustworthy. You're not some rando. I don't know, is there anybody that is like a regular that I wouldn't trust? Nah, I trust most of them. Some of them can get saucy, but I think most of them will still be mods. I changed my name because I'm becoming a furry. Oh no! But that's a Sonic character. Sonic OCs are their own type of furry. You know what I mean? I've been on DeviantArt. I know the Sonic OCs and furries are like two subcategories of the same thing. I mean, okay, look, I listened to like a short documentary on controversial furry figures, and I'm like, yeah, none of this surprises me. And I just kept thinking the whole time, I'm like, man, I want to commission a fursuit. I really do. I have furry Jenta. I can get her rigged whenever I want for cheap. But I really want a fursuit because I'm starting to understand like the furry community. Like, that is pure freedom. Like, I'm pretty good at like changing my voice sometimes. You know, like voice acting and, you know, high pitch, low pitch, adding a thing or this and that. But like, having like a literal mask or a head and a giant fursuit, you never know who's under there. And if you can change your voice, you could always be a different character. And I'm like, man, that just sounds so freeing. Granted, I want to be a furry for all the wrong furry reasons. I just want to hide from society while being cute. I want to be cute, baby. I mean, heck, there were even furries that went downtown during like the art. We used to have a really big like state art fair where some people out of state would come and like participate because it had like a lot of big prizes. It's called Art Prize, or it's not called Art Prize anymore. They've had a change of like CEOs or venue. I don't know. It's not here anymore, but they did it for years. And one year somebody made like this giant like gacha. It wasn't a gacha machine, but it was like the American version of the gacha machine. What are they called here? I've called them gacha for so long. Anyways, it was so big. It was like 2 car lengths. Well, no, it's like 1 car length and then 1 car length wide. So it was like a square. It was a perfect square. And every capsule had an original like doodle in it. Nothing grand, but there was like over 1,000 or more like capsules. Anyways, that was the year that there was like a whole bunch of furries that just decided to walk around at downtown, and I couldn't stop staring at them because like that gachapon like place that had a lot of kids, and this was like before like internet culture and stuff, and so it was very interesting. Like I had only very vaguely like, I think I know what that is. They're not mascots because that's custom. Like I was just very piqued, and now I'm like, man, that's the best thing to do, because like it's like hiding in plain sight being a furry, because yeah, you stand out, but then it's like, well, now you know you stand out, so you can just exist however you want, right? And then I find out you have to bathe them, and I'm like, what? How do you wash a fursuit? The head is literally like mesh. Dry clean only? I don't even know how you begin to clean a fursuit. Maybe like the gloves. The bodysuit might be. Yeah, you know, I can actually see that. You can probably wash that. Maybe. I don't know. I've always just assumed a lot of furry stuff is paper mache, but like advanced. Oh boy. Let me catch up with chat. Oh, you did? Okay. The rogue PFP is a placeholder. I'm trying to design an OC. Oh, good luck. There's a whole bunch of like, if you're gonna doodle it yourself, make your own OC, that'll be fun. Unlimited potential, but there's like all kinds of character creator that you can generate as like a cheatsy doodle. Furries were ruined for me when somebody sexualized it. Oh no, Sunny. I mean, they've always been sexualized. I could break that down into a whole discussion, but I feel ya. I really do. Sorry I've been missing your streams, but schedules don't match. Oh, don't worry about that, Echo. I mean, wait, do you want me to call you Bate? Bate? It's gonna take a while to learn. I love you guys, but when you change your names, I forget who you are, and it's really difficult. Bate. I gotta remember that. Bate. Echo equal Bate. Like battery. Bate. Hey, Pendragon! Welcome to the Sleepy Time stream. How's your... Is it evening now? It's still evening. Wait, no. It's technically night. Night starts when it's dark out. Wait a minute. If it's been raining all day and the sun can't peek through the clouds, is it technically night? Or is that considered dusk? Interesting question. Sunny never changed her name, don't worry. Oh my gosh, Sunny! I saw your close close friend thing on Instagram, and you are so pretty. Oh my goodness. You were talking about bangs or no bangs, and I'm like, oh, they're both beautiful. I think bangs, I used to grow up with bangs, and honestly, it was kind of torture, but not in the ways that it was the bangs' fault. I was just scared of scissors, and my mom would have to, like, you know, because bangs are high maintenance depending on what kind of bangs you get. Like side sweeping bangs or straight bangs. Oh my god. I would love to. Wait, isn't Jenta? She has bangs. Hold on. Which button is it? This one? Oh, I'm decapitated. Is it this one? I do have straight bangs. Oh boy. I mean, that's kind of typical for cosplay. This one. Is this button? Which one? This one? Hey, I'm back. Oh god, and I saw your costume, your cosplay of your OC. Oh my god, I'm so jealous. I went snooping and I'm like, who did this? I want to commission them, but they're closed, it looks like. But then I had to think about, I'm like, Genta's everything is so complicated. I might just need to, like, commission Mimi for, like, a simpler version. Well, technically, one of my Vroids has a simpler version of, like, Genta's outfit. Like, Idol Jenta. What? Dang it, Mimi, why'd you have to make details so perfect? Like, I straight up forget that, on my hips, I have those, like, frilly, loose, like, you can see through them, but they're layered. There's like 3 of them, and then you have like the Jenta tassels in the back and the front. It's like, oh my god, it has so much detail. I had somebody, oh, well, bless you. Hey, look who it is. It's Fuadi. Fuadi, okay, and not in a weird way, but I literally just remembered who you were as I was taking a shower. I just got out of the shower and just started streaming. I was just thinking about, like, the old days, and I'm like, I watched back a stream, and I'm like, wait a minute, Fuadi is, oh! And I was, like, so tickled. I'm like, oh, they're still around. How you doing, Ren? If I'm not mistaken. Imagine. Oops, let me catch up. Where are we? Oh yeah, Cherry just reached 250 subs. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited for their is it technically a re-debut or debuting? It's basically Cherry 2.0, or I guess it could be Cherry version 3 if you count furry Cherry. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. Gosh, she's like, oh my gosh. I hope she stays around for a long while. I love her. I love her to bits and pieces. I love, just us little tinies. Us little tinies in a small community where we bounce from community to community, but we're all like friend circle. I mean, it gets like sad really quickly when something happens to like, oh, I knew this person, and then I also know everybody in their community, and so it's kind of weird when they're still around and you're like, aw, sad vibes, but it's like, still, it's awesome. It's awesome. I could do Loli Jenta really easily. I have never thought of that. Wow. It's literally a Sailor Fuku or something, right? Fuku? They're called Fukus. Oh wow. They're called Fukus. Welcome, Banished, to the Shadow Realm. Welcome to the stream. God, I just need a yellow one. I mean, oh my gosh, I have a Ryuko Matoi cosplay that I could use for, like, I could cut it up because it's literally the kind of sailor, like, outfit that Jenta has, Loli Jenta has, except I would have to get yellow fabric. I could just rip the design, and I have shorts! Oh, bless me. Bless me. I'm so glad I chose shorts. Unfortunately, I hate jeans, but maybe I can find some, like, fakey capris. I could totally do that. Wow, you guys, you're so smart. I can cosplay Loli Jenta. Oh my god. That'd be so weird. Loli Jenta, I think, has the lighter complexion of all the models. I mean, 2 of them are furries. Kitten Jenta and Furry Jenta don't have skin tone. I can change the, like, art mesh or whatever. The, what are they called? The assets? I could change all the, kind of like what Iron Mouse is doing. She has Copper Cat and she can change her hair to be like black and pink, but then you lose the shading. Think Minecraft skins. Kind of like that. Very simple. Moi, a humble VTuber fan? I'm swell. Who are you kidding? You know what you are and who you are. It's nice to see you around all the time, Fuari. A Seifuku. Yeah, Seifuku. I only remembered it as Seifuku. That's exactly it. Loli Jenta cosplay coming soon. I totally can. Oh, but I feel like I'm too big of a person. Oh, man. Ugh. I have all the motivation to start dieting and do dances and stuff. What's stopping me? Absolutely nothing. Nothing at all. It'd be so crazy. Like, I know I have the capacity to lose weight and be able to, like, fit in a normal size, like, category again. That feels like magic, but I know I can do it because I've literally done it before. It's just maintaining the healthy of that is very difficult. But I really want it. Like, that's, if I had to, like, wish, like, you get 3 wishes from a genie, I'd be like, fuck the other 2. Just, like, I want to be my healthy weight, and I want to maintain it. And that'd be my only wish. Is that so mundane? I'd be like, I can wear normal clothes? Oh! I don't know about normal clothes. The problem is I got big hips. All my fat pockets are in my hips. It's a generational curse. So I would have to, like, I don't know what liposuction is, but that might actually be a problem. And, like, if I lose the weight, I might still have, like, just the component of, like, I wouldn't say it's extra skin, but just, like, that fat reserve is so difficult to, like, get rid of, exercise out, I don't know how to put it, is difficult. Katloumi's Loli Jenta is probably my favorite model, and Idol Jenta. Yeah, everybody loves Loli Jenta. Aw. Man, looking back on it, I really didn't know what I was doing. I still can't believe, man, that jump to, like, live 2D was crazy to me. I didn't even have a debut. I just remember I screamed into the mic and it peaked awfully, and I don't know what else we did the rest of the day. Was that a birthday stream or was that a random stream? I feel like that was the beginning of the end of just streaming and chilling and not feeling like pressure. Like, Loli Jenta brought a lot of, like, professionalism to the table, but I crippled under the pressure of the performance, when really I have to keep reminding myself VTubing is for fun. I want it to be serious, but I just mess it up all the time. I just need to do it for fun. But when you have perfectionism brain set, everything is like, I treat everything like it's a job. I don't know. Somebody needs to hit me with the bop stick because I'm dumb. Surprise. Hey, AC! How you doing? Aw. By the way, thank you guys for keeping me company for the Splatfest. I did get to see the results. I didn't get to master. I napped. I napped quite comfortably, and I don't want to stress myself out. But I still managed to stress myself out. So I'm glad I at least won my first Splatfest of the season. Now I gotta get back to grinding and just having fun with it. I thought about doing some Splatoon tonight, but I'm like, nah, I need to take my meds because I'm gonna be sore. I danced like an idiot. Went real hard. Oh man. Don't have kids. That's my only advice right now. Yeah, everybody's body changes when you have a kid. Man, my mom, I love my mom. My mom knows nothing about anything. So, okay, does anybody else go down this rabbit hole? YouTube has a lot of what I would consider not safe for work stuff, but it's educational, so it stays unage restricted. And one of them that's been around since the dawn of YouTube, like I mean like 12 years ago videos, has been like birth videos. They're never censored and they're just free reign, and I think that's cool. So as somebody who's terrified of having kids and has no interest of pregnancies whatsoever, I like to go on binges for some reason. What starts as like a gender reveal party then goes to like them surprising with like twins, and then just like a birth vlog, and then I'm like, wow, this is so fascinating. And God, man, I learn so much every time, and it makes me go back and think about my mom. I caught a snippet of her retelling her birth story with me to someone on the phone, and she's wheezing. She's laughing so hard. She, to this day, I went, Mom, do you even know what all happened? And she goes, no, and I don't want to. She had a kid and didn't know half the stuff that happened. And I'm like, still to this day, I keep learning more and more about like pregnancies and stuff, and I'm like, damn, this is scarier every time. But I'm like, silent applause to parents, like, dang, whether it's a C-section or if it's a natural birth, it's just like a marvel. It's a marvel you made it through it. Anyways, that's my tangent. I'm sorry. I keep going down random birthing video vlogs, and it's like, I don't cry. It's just like, I put myself in their place, and I don't know how I would cope. I really, truly don't. I have no idea. I've learned from Dreamy that I would not make a good mother, because all the things my mom did for me, I don't have the patience and personality for, and I refuse to bring a kid into this world if I can't give them the same quality of care that I needed, because then I'm doing them a disservice. So there's always adopting, but I feel like that's also I was all for adoption until certain things happened and soured that mood. Let me catch back up. What are we talking about? I'll always associate Splatoon with you, Jenta. Aww. Man. Man, oh man. It feels like I did a lot more back then, but I think I did just as little too. I don't know. Oh, you haven't seen Loli, Jenta? Really? Well, let's get the little chicken out here. Never seen Loli, Jenta. This is the original live 2D. Come here. Oh, where's my glass? I'm still wearing my birthday hats. Oh, no. Okay, where's my keybinds? 0. There we go. No crying. How do I get rid of the birthday hats? I don't even remember. Oh, I'm waving. Oh my gosh, Kat did such a good job. Even to this day, I think I still have like an unarchived live reaction to this model. Okay, how many more buttons are there? That's the waving. Okay, I'm afraid if I click 8. That's Cookie. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's a Cookie cat. Oh, there you go. I got rid of it. So this is my original model. Let me see if I can zoom in more. Hello. Yeah, this is the oh my god, it's so nostalgic. As somebody who tried to learn rigging, I love cats rigging, even when, by their own admission, they didn't know what they were doing. They said they learned a lot, because when I was commissioning the rigging for Idol Jenta, you know, it was a big step up, and with that step up came a bigger price as well, but duh. Big thank you to Iron Vortex for teaching Cat a little bit more. But like seriously, as somebody who learned how to do some rigging, this is so much, it has so much depth. The mouth is very simplistic, but the head has so much depth to it. It's a little bit derpy in places, but the fact that I can like lean my body and move all over the place, just like it's so fluid. I've never touched the physics for this. Never. And I really like it. This is like giving you like Korone from Hololive vibes. It's real, like I can see the reference of it probably too, like a little bit of like a style preference. I don't know, it's just I appreciate this so much. It's so nice. You can do a lot with a little. You don't have to go all grand like I did. People can be PNGs for life. Alright, let's... Oh! I'm a tiny. Okay, change it this one. Alright, now I gotta figure out where Kitty be. But yeah, that's my first model. And I didn't even want a live 2D model because it was like... We were all reality babies, and from using the reality app, I guess the natural step up is like if you already have a 3D model or a Vroid model, the next one would be like live 2D, right? That's the upgrade. Before it used to be like, oh, art is really easy to get, right? Get done and drawn and stuff, and that's cheaper. Nope, it's the other way around. Anybody can make a Vroid model. They made a bunch of presets, and there's all kinds of free assets. Hold on, chat's going crazy. Let me catch up with chat. Oh no. Oh, we have somebody new in chat. Red Blue, welcome to the chat. I forgot about the cookie animation. I do all the time, and I'm like, Cat worked so hard, and I used it so very little, and I'm just like, ugh. Oh, it's the same way with Mythic. Mythic made all of these keybinds and dances and hoppity hops and just did a beyond and above. I still think to this day Mythic is like a genius. Her art is just gorgeous, and she can like rig it herself. She I think the last thing I saw her about like rigging models was that she wishes she could do it faster, so that way she feels like she could take on commissions more responsibly. And I'm like, honey, you are a queen. Don't think like that. Don't demean yourself. You are super talented. Like Kitten Jenta, I feel like is so advanced. Like how did I even I don't even know how did I even. I always luck out. Let me catch up. Kawaii cuteness. Aw. What's VIP night? I would change, you know what? I could change screen. If there's a lag spike, you know why. Is it dancing? Which one? Dance Studio? Is it this one? Hey! Welcome to VIP night! Man, I am a big cat. This is weird. This is weird if I'm not doing karaoke. Let's head back over tonight. That's VIP night. VIP night is karaoke, which I have been thinking about just saying YOLO and just doing a karaoke with like no prep. I just want to go in for it. Man, I sang for 6 hours on my karaoke like stream. I'm like proud of myself. I go back to that and there's certain points that I cringe and then certain points I'm very proud of. Cat's tail movement was hypnotic. I remember looking at at his old commission sheet and I was amazed to see live 2D skills are far beyond 2 years ago. Yeah. Cat is just the sweetest angel. Oh my goodness. I miss him. I miss him so much. He's still around. It's just, you know, I wish I had like that Iron Mouse money where I could be like, hey Cat, it's me again, Jenta. Like when you do a really good service once, and you definitely want to be a repeating customer because you trust them, especially with stuff like this. You want to make sure whoever's doing it is doing it right and is trustworthy because you don't want to be scammed or anything, which is a little bit of the reason why I'm hesitant with furry Jenta. The person I had in mind for rigging, their base price was pretty, like, I think it was like $150, which is like really good because I don't want any like special bells and whistles. I just want base rigging, and it would be the same as Cherry's. Aw, Sunny, thank you for the blue super chat. Meow. Hold on. I can actually meow. Have you ever heard me meow? Hold on, I gotta practice. It's cringe when I practice. Hold on.
Sunny and Sully, you donated $1.99 through Super Chat. Meow.
Oh god, it's so bad. I can't do it anymore. I used to make animal noises all the time. Cat was my go-to. Oh my gosh, I've lost my skill. I've lost my cat skill. There needs to be a compilation of all my meows, because I've done better. Oh god, I've lost this skill. I'm still catching up with chat. Alien. Hey, Dragon Games. Hi, I haven't seen you in a while. I think I recognize you. Hi, welcome to the stream, hon. Long time no see. How you been up to? Wait, what? How you been up to? How you been doing and what you been up to? Oh man, let's see. Talking cat on my screen. What's poppin', Jenta? Oh, you know, just chit-chatting. Mythic did a great job with the model. I know. Mythic did wonderful. I want to learn rigging from Mythic, or I want to learn like rigging from Millie. Doesn't go by Millie anymore. From shoot, Cozy. I want to learn rigging from Cozy. I have all of her stuff like bookmarked, but I get so anxious before like tackling rigging again, cause like with Serenity's rigging, I was learning at a good pace. The problem is I was learning off of several tutorials. They were all good tutorials, but the methods and the confidence and just slight difference of how they go about it rattled my brain. And then like not riding a bike after many years, I struggled. I really did. I got that beautiful bow physics on her bow, and then I could not for the life of me confidently start that back up again. I feel like I need to have a live 2D, like, what are they called? A support. Like, I just need a therapy support person just to be on call, be like, hey, I know I could do this. I just need you to hold my hand right now and tell me I'm doing okay. Am I doing good? Am I doing good? I hope I'm doing good. It's like, there's so much emotion that goes into that because I don't try things unless I put 100% of my being into it. So when it doesn't work out, it hurts a lot mentally. And it takes so much out of me. The same thing is like, I have trouble doing like art and like editing animations and voice acting. I have the potential, but then like I choke very hard and it's not fun. I'm like, I have all this ability, I just lack some confidence and reassurance, and that, you know, mistakes are okay, but I don't know, it still hurts. Nobody likes to fail. I had the very bad mindset, if I'm not going to succeed, then why even bother? And then, you know, people would be like, well, if you never tried, then you have already failed. You'll always fail the things you don't try. And I go, exactly. And then they look at me like, that wasn't what the takeaway was supposed to be. And I go, I know. Man, I had so much life. So much life. I don't know. I got a good grasp on my creativity lately, but then I hit like I said during the stream, the beginning of the stream, I'm like, today I just had like a very normal person depression spout because everything was put in perspective, and I was like, whoa. I was a little intimidated, and just like, I'm finally at a good enough spot where I can be free-ish until, you know, I just dance, so we're gonna see what tomorrow's gonna bring. I swear if this causes a flare-up, I will throw a non-existent fit, because I'll be so sore. Oh boy. Oh, the meow is cute? Oh, well, thank you. I try. Definitely, of course, Live 2D model. It's a big investment, so it's important to have someone you trust. Exactly. I was dead set on commissioning Kat again because I literally gave Kat a big chunk of money for the art and rigging, and when I knew that when I received it and there was communication, I was like, all right, we can do this. I trust you. Because when you don't have a lot of money and you've just been saving up, right? You want to not mess up that big spend. But sometimes with this, it happens. But it just, you know, it's just the pressure of not messing it up. And it goes back to, like, there you go. I didn't want to mess up. I didn't want to fail. Thankfully, with the lovely guidance of Rin, she recommended a couple people for rigging. And one of them happened to be Kat, which I had no idea how she even found him because he just, like, started. And if it wasn't for Rin, I would have never seen or found Kat. And then if it wasn't for Chiseko, which I don't know if Chiseko's still around. He's my brother Kat, sibling. He helped me a lot, like, when VTube Studio didn't have its official Steam app. It had its own, like, you had to keep updating it. It was touch and go there a lot of the time. So it's like big props to them. They helped a lot. Wouldn't be where I am today if it wasn't for... There's so many people I need to just, like, do a thank you letter, because my stupid butt wouldn't be here if it was just my own thoughts and stuff. But thanks to the work of other people, I'm still around and I'm having fun. And precious. Wow, I remember that. Dog is mine. So wholesome. Yeah, long time no see. It's been good. Life crazy though. Apparently stream delay is huge. Uh-oh, is it? That was one of the things I was meaning to keep checking. Right, the bitrate. Okay, the bitrate. I gotta remember that bitrate. So yeah, this is basically, this is kind of a test, kind of like a cozy, like, I took my night meds, I took a shower, I'm chilling, just chatting, but I'm also testing. I want to see how this VOD saves. The quality could also be better for this one because now I have my second monitor. And I don't have my capture card open, so it doesn't have so many, like, high-functioning softwares open. I think that's what happened, is that I opened a bunch of stuff and did, like, a bunch of, like, squeezing in high-functioning softwares and stuff for that stream, that it just couldn't handle it. Or at least not at the settings it was at. My computer's a beast. It should be able to handle it, but I'm a dork and I don't know what I'm doing. I haven't seen Chad in so long. He's my only saving grace when it comes to technology. I gotta go potty, BRB. Y'all, I gotta tell you this. You have no idea how at home that makes me feel when you tell me when you gotta go pee and poop. That's like, I feel like I must have said something, maybe at school once when I asked to go to the bathroom and I said, I have to pee. And they went, bathroom? I go, yeah. At my house, we announce everything. Like, I'm gonna go cooking, I'm going outside, I gotta go to poop, I gotta go to the bathroom. I stubbed my toe. Like, we just tell everybody everything. We're like, we're not, I guess we are. We're very, like, open door bathroom kind of family. Not all the time. Not for pooping. Nah. But, I mean, for the girls' wing, there's the boy toilet and the girl toilet. So there's a boy hallway and the girl hallway. So it's like free reign down where I am. Walk around naked. I don't know. It's just so freeing. I wonder what nudist colonies are like. Because I'm like, I don't know how I feel about you being naked. But I know how I feel about me being naked. Being naked's the best. Because then you don't have to worry about itchy clothes. And then if those clothes were washed improperly, then they have like itchy detergent or smell on them. Or if they're like older and they like have a lot of... It's just a sensory thing. It's literally a sensory thing. Croca Gamer, welcome to the stream. What's croaking? I have no idea. You come to Jenta's stream too? Oh wait, is this a regular from Mimi's stream? You know them? I don't. If they're still around, I'm so late. I'm trying to catch up. Sure, I do sometimes, Sunny. Oh, wait, do you remember SMG Meggy? He deleted his account. Uh-oh. This is exactly what I was talking about. I love how we're like a circle community. We all know people that know people, and so like when we chat, it's like very homey. Oh, the stream delay is just for you. Okie dokie. I wish I could relive those early days. Crazy to see people are gone and less active or now rebranded. I know. Pi just rebranded into... I haven't even looked yet. I'm just sad. I'm mourning. I have her still on my support tag. And I'm still mourning that I don't know what happened. Don't know why. I don't know yet. And I'm just like, fine. I'm just fine with it. It's like, okay. And then it makes me start thinking about me. I'm like, do I ever feel stuck or that I want to change or that I want like difference? And then I'm like, would that ruin everything I built? And then it goes back to being a failure. Literally, you go back to my first introduction video where I answered a bunch of random questions to get to know me. And one of them was, what is your biggest fear? And I went, being a failure. And every time I hear that, I just, it hits me. It hits me so hard. It's still so true. I'm like, I said that more as like kind of a joke, but it was like a serious joke. And now it's just, it's not funny. It's not funny. It's just too true. Oh boy, lol, that's me, lol. Gotta make a formal announcement for everything. Heck yeah. I'd like to know when you guys stub your toe or you're going to eat. If you're driving, you better not be driving. I better be on audio, Mr. and Mrs. or person. What's the neutral of Mr. and Mrs.? Is there a neutral for Mr. and Mrs.? Person, right? But then that sounds like condescending. If you're not Mr. or Mrs., you're person. There has to be a neutral. What is it? I have no idea. Genta's a nudist? There's an image I didn't want to make. Yeah. To me, it's not like what you're probably picturing because I only ever do what I do with my life and my body and stuff just for comfort. Because like I have SPD. I mention it all the time, but for those of you that don't know, SPD is on the autism spectrum, which means sensory processing disorder. Basically, sensory processing disorder means your senses can be overwhelmed or underwhelmed. Me growing up as a kid, I had a big problem with texture of clothes. And I was a very picky eater, but that was more due to like fear of food because I had really bad allergies. I used to be lactose intolerant. And I had a leaky gut syndrome, and I still probably do now. But yeah, I love my mom. She let me get away with stuff probably more than any normal parent would. She said at the end of the day, whatever happened, it was for my comfort. I came first, and I'm like, wow, I'm a butthole. I'm a butthole. I don't think the same way. My mom is an angel. She did everything right with me, and I still convince her every day. She's like, I'm a bad parent. I'm like, no, you're not. You are literally not. You've done so much. Seriously, so much. I would not be where I am today if it wasn't for my mom. Anyway, she did let me run around butt naked a little bit too long. It's not like she let me. It was just more of like, I really can't take it anymore. And she's like, all right, we gotta close the blinds. I think 7 was the age they were like, okay, this needs to be nipped in the butt. Like, puberty's coming. Puberty really got like, oof, boy. Yeah, I know Mimi and Izu. Oh, really? Wow, you're in the whole circle. Wow, I'm he. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm bad at pronouns. I can't tell pronouns. I wish they would add that on, like, YouTube. You could have your username and then, like, what is it called? Not a hyphen. The, circle? The curvy things? I don't know what they're called. The curvy things. And then you put, like, she, her, or them, it, he, they. I'm still, like, trying to figure out the Mr. and Mrs. thing. Is there a neutral to that, or are you just called by your name? Like, Mr. Rodriguez, Mrs. Rodriguez. What would be the gender neutral of that? Oh. Shit, I can't come up with it. My instinct is go straight to Mr. or Mrs., but I'm like, what's the gender neutral of that? I'm like, oh, how are you? You just skip that part, basically. I mean, do we even need that? What's the point of Mr. and Mrs.? What is that? Like, being just formal? I don't know, it seems weird. Okay, gotcha. It wasn't anything bad, I just think she wanted a new design. Okay. Like, I understand that, too. Thanks for letting Sunny know. I don't like wearing clothes either. Yes! I will say, it took a while, but wearing the underwear to bed, I will say, is probably for the best. I do go to bed in the nude as well. But with underwear this time. Yes, very rarely do I wear clothes. You can tell when I'm not feeling like I'm dying, basically. Oh my gosh, I was having a horrible flare-up and I had to take so many meds that I felt immediately better, but in 5 minutes I started going comatose, but I needed to crawl into bed. Whatever was on my body, it was like a sweater or something. I'm like, nobody sleeps in this. And I did. I slept for a decent while, and I'm like, wow, I never do that. I must have been dying. It's really pretty, though. I do miss pie design. I saw little bits of it, but every now and then I get too sad. I was like, I wanna check in, but change is scary. No need to fear something that will never happen. Hello, Bruh Corporated. Welcome back. How are you doing? Another regular for the day. I have SPD as well. Some stuff bothers me, some stuff don't. We tend to overreact or underreact, and then like anything that we don't have a real like response to is just what we would consider like normal people normal, right? It's baseline, their kind of reaction of stuff. Gotta love supportive parents. Please adopt me. Oh my gosh, Sunny. Everybody always says that. I have been offered so many people, like, please adopt me. Please adopt me. I take everything very seriously. So I'm like, when I get that question, I'm like, oh, I gotta ask my mom. I don't know. It's just, we help people all the time. It's the natural course of being like, well, okay, let me ask. Like, legit, let me ask. I'm a dingling. I ask. What's a joke to other people is like, I just take too many things seriously. Because, like, in my brain, if somebody asks to be adopted, and I already know enough about them that, like, their home life or where their current situation is at isn't the best, and I know we're so accepting and, like, supportive, and we have resources, it's just, I don't know, I take it so seriously, because it sounds like a cry for help sometimes. And I'm like, I can't not listen, you know? I'm not allowed to have people in the house anymore. We can't adopt strays. And not even animals, just people. We've helped enough people and they've stayed here and it's always gone sour and it sucks. But it is what it is, you know? Alright, Cookie Cat in the cookie chat gotta bounce. Oh, well, good night, Fuadi. A little late, but good night. I have a non-binary teacher currently. Ooh, progressive! Let's go! Let's go, let's go, let's go! Progressive, let's go! Man, I can't wait to see what we're like in 25 years, if we're not dead. The whole war situation is throwing a bumper through everything, and I'm legit wondering if I should start doomsday prepping. I'm already a doomsday prepper, but I've been lax because I usually live day by day. Now it feels like I have to prepare. That's what my mom's been doing. We have like a pantry in quotation marks now. In case, you know, like like with gasoline, it gets too expensive or not or something. I don't know. To be polite. Oh, Kara. I'm gonna call you Kara. Hi, Kara. Welcome to the stream. Sorry it took me so long. I'm catching up with chat. Just a formality. Oh, it's just a formality, the Mr. and Mrs. I eat kids. Don't eat my kids. I don't have kids. You can have a cookie. You can have a cookie. Oh man. Please adopt me. Gotta ask my mom. Yeah! I'm not even joking. I'm a dingling. Oh gosh, it always happens. Kids at school, friends. The one time I went to the teen home. Oh, it always happens. We're just that type of person. Family. We have the resources. We have the room. The problem is we're very sensitive. I don't think we're even strict. Our biggest problem is that we give a lot, but I've noticed with my mom, she also has not learned that we give a lot, but there comes a line where there needs to be a new state of normal. Like when we had that one homeless lady live with us for a while. Right? Like, it was more of a crisis thing. Like, we give you the benefit of the doubt, we'll give you resources and stuff, and then you gotta help yourself. Problem is my mom, even once they start helping themselves, she can't help but still help them, which then she gets hurt feelings when the person starts not basically listening to her or, like, taking her advice and stuff, so it becomes... She doesn't know when to stop. I learned when to back away. I'm like, alright, they're either going to, you know, make a problem with themselves and abuse the graciousness we gave them, or, you know, X, Y, and Z. And usually it's all of the above. But I've learned to put my foot down and be like, alright, we need some respect here. My mom's sleeping. I can't ask her. I can ask her tomorrow. Maybe. I don't remember much, but I do watch my streams back. Jenta mom, she literally, we help a lot of people. She still wants to help people. They had to back away from like charity stuff. Because we were the only ones. We don't understand when there's a problem and we can fix it. Why can't other people fix it? And we get frustrated with them half-assedly fixing the problem that we jump in full 100%, and the next thing you know, we are the sole responsibility for that thing. And it's like, hey, you guys were meant to pick up the slack too. And they go, but you're so good at it. And it's like, well, could you like help us or something? And they're like, and then when they try to help us, they're just bad at it. And it's like, it's a self-fulfilled prophecy of no matter what we do, we're gonna always end up also being a part of the problem and the solution, and it's not always conducive to a long-term relationship. But my mom wants to do it again, which of course she does. She repeats things that she should have learned a lesson for sometimes. Like, she probably learned a lot more boundaries now. Going back to the birth thing again, my mom literally is like, you taught me boundaries. I'm like, oh boy, I'm sorry. Because my mom was rambunctious, like all over the place, high functioning, just, whew, you know, she was all over. She as a heavy lady would run miles, and you would never be fooled that she was a heavier lady. Even now, she still runs. She's super fast. That's part of her bipolar and her personality, but it's what saved us, and we have the life we have because my mom, even when she's disabled, she's sick, but that doesn't stop her from working and functioning, and she literally can't. She does not know how to relax. She keeps saying, I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna relax. Immediately is on the phone looking at the business. Right back to work. She's slowed down a lot though, now that we don't do like eBay the way we used to do. Because that's where we get our extra income. So we have, the government covers rent and food. Basically all the essentials. And then for us to have any kind of comfortable living life, like you can't just live dollar by dollar. We make a little bit extra with eBay. Nothing big, because it all goes back into like credit cards and debt or mortgage or health insurance, car insurance. But it does give us some leeway because, man, we're living paycheck to paycheck. We sometimes have enough. Sometimes it's like, alright, let's see what stuff we need to not get. I don't know. Hold on. Okay, chat blowing up. Let me see. What's going on? Let me read. Yeah, you never know what's behind the scenes. Probably dead. My uncle brought home a homeless, and she locked herself in the bathroom and said that they don't let her stay, she'll hurt herself. That is very common. There's some weird thing with homeless people and people who break in that they gravitate straight to the bathroom, which makes sense because that's like the one luxury that should be like a easy to access human right that people don't get. So when they finally get it, they refuse. They'll do and say a bunch of crazy stuff to keep hold of it. So it's an understandable, like, psychotic thing. You can sympathize with it. Even when, you know, they go too far. Yeah, bringing in an unknown homeless was dangerous for real. Well, they weren't unknown. We don't do that. We don't just be like, hey, who are you? My grandpa does ministry, and they write people's names down, and they talk to them, and they see them on a weekly or sometimes daily basis, because literally our downtown is the only place where the homeless community has flourished in a good sense that it is able to function and help people. Other places, like literally, they'll put homeless people all around the state on a bus, send them to here or Detroit. Because those are the only two places for the homeless to go. And it really freaking hurts because I'm like, I put myself in their shoes. I'm like, okay, I'm homeless. What do I do in my hometown? Well, apparently they don't want me anywhere near here. And they just cart me off away wherever. And that sounds fucking horrible. It's like, literally, you're not welcome at your home. We had one panhandling dude, and I found out he lived in a bush in one of the homes near where I live, and I never knew. And I'm like, you have to be making that up. Because I've only ever seen him twice, but they eventually, the cops, like, took him and brought him downtown, which I'm like, I know there's laws against loitering, but panhandling isn't illegal. It's so sad. I know it makes the city wants to look a certain way, or the township wants to look a certain way, but it's just like, it feels like the world's saddest thing to be like, hey, you gotta leave. And it's not just a building, it's like the entire town. And you didn't even do anything wrong. That's sad. People deserve more respect than that. No, in Brazil. I live in America. This is America. Don't get you slipping up. Don't get you slipping up. Yeah, by the way, with everybody in Florida, be careful. Don't hunker down too long. If you can evacuate, evacuate. And if you can't, basement, helmet, bathroom, tub. Make sure you have all of your rations in a dry, secure place. Stay updated. Be safe. Make sure you learn how to swim. That's a little late. That's usually more for the after, because they're going to be flooding, I'm sure. Only in select places. Then you had the hurricane, which is more of a tornado when it hits the ground. I've been seeing the name Florida a lot. What's happening there? We have around September to October, the temperature changes very drastically, which triggers a lot of hot wind and cold wind battling against each other, which, because of that, it starts stirring up into a tornado. It's cyclones. And then, because if the tornado starts out in the ocean, that becomes a hurricane. Hurricane is a mix of water and rain and tornado. A typhoon... Actually, I don't know what's the difference between a typhoon and a tsunami. A tsunami is an earthquake happened, and a tectonic plate has shifted so much that the water level, wherever it is, so the sea or the ocean, it made a big wave, and it goes for miles and miles and miles, and that wave catches up with the shore, and more flooding and stuff. I actually don't know what a typhoon is. Does anybody know what a typhoon is? Is it another name for a hurricane? Is a typhoon like a tropical thing? I actually don't know. Yeah, it's that time of the year. Hurricane problem, yeah. Yeah, just be careful. Just gravitate. No, not that kind of gravitate. Just like meander your way to those locations. That's the safe place. Yeah, I would. It's a weird thing to say, but I would recommend buying helmets, like bicycle helmets, just in case. Because I've heard stories where some people don't have basements, especially in Florida, because you can't. Water level's too high, so you can't even make a basement if you want a basement. So they have to go to the bathroom, and they go in the tub. They try to anchor themselves down, sometimes rope. I don't know how accurate the rope stuff is, like tie yourself down somewhere, because I'm like, well, if that thing you're tied to goes, you're going with it, right? So they say that you should bring like a helmet. There was a story of this family. It was his mom, a sibling, and him, and he was like 10. I don't know about his sibling. And during like the natural disaster, it was hitting his home. It was destroying his home. just before it hit his home exactly, he ran out of the bathroom. His mom yelled for him, and he's like, I have to go get the helmet, because the teacher had told him about, you know, stories where people that were stuck in the bathtub, the helmet was the only thing that really saved them. And so he managed to grab the helmet in time, put it on, and yep, his house got completely totaled. And this is where the story starts becoming mixed. I don't remember how it ends. I think everybody was okay, but their bathroom got so torn apart that the sink came up and hit him square in the head, and if it wasn't for his helmet, he would have been dead, because it actually tore off the helmet, like the first layer kind of thing, like the whole shell came off, so he was basically just wearing like the base of a helmet. So yeah, wear a helmet. Buy, what are they called? Floaties? Life preservers is a good one, but that's more for flooding. Let me catch up. My hometown hates homeless people. Aww. It just sucks, because I understand both sides. Because my grandpa gets to know these people. Giraffe, welcome to the stream. I'm catching up with chat. I'm a bit slow. We don't have basements. Yeah, that's typical. I live in a touristic city. Living there for too long, I've seen the dark sides they have to go through to keep up appearance. Yeah. It's sad. Does you live in Florida, Jenta? I do not, but I have nothing better to do, so I know a lot. I know a lot about natural disasters and stuff in Florida. Florida, literally, if I became president, Florida's becoming, like, extinct. For no other reason other than it's constantly, like, way down there with all the hurricanes they get. It's unlivable, and it's just awful. It's like, my first thing would to move people and to find, like, a way to make the mountain ranges or places that don't have a lot of people. We figure out how to put housing around there, because keeping people close to the water like that, I guess it's natural selection if some people die, but it's avoidable. And I don't know, I just don't want people to be put through that, but they do every single year. And some people, they literally can't, and that's why I would like to do like a government system where it's like affordable housing, or it's like a homeless shelter. I don't know, just away from the coast, for God's sake. Don't drown. Drowning is not fun, or getting ripped apart by a tornado. Anyway, I'm catching up. I'm behind again. Dang it, I'm never gonna get to the bottom. Florida is awesome for vacations, especially when there's a hurricane. No school for 2 days. Oh, that sounds horrible. Yeah, there's been cyclones forming far from the shore. It calmed down now. 2 days for a hurricane? I don't know why. OMG, it's Jen the cat. Love you how you scuffed my name. That's too little, yeah. Indiana Jones fridge style. Oh my god, I watched that again recently. It's so funny. I could tell you all the horror stories behind fridges like that. Did you know fridges used to lock? Do you know why they don't have locks anymore? Because people would throw away their old fridge for a new one, and kids like playing hide and seek. Well, enough of this incident would happen that they went, okay, we can't have fridges that lock anymore. Because kids would hide in them. They'd get locked in, and they're on the curb. They're gone. If the garbage man doesn't kill you, the not having air will probably do it. So yeah, that's why fridges don't have locks on them anymore. I don't have, like, happy facts. I only have, like, facts that are, like, kind of morbid. They're educational. I love stories. I love knowing this stuff, because as a paranoid person, it's like, it's your bread and butter. Knowledge is power. Learn things, do things, understand, right? I like learning. I miss school sometimes. House gets destroyed. Hello? Yes, we noticed your son isn't at school today. The 2-day hurricane vacation already ended. That's absolute B. That's B. That's B. Kid gets put through trauma of any kind. There should be literally just, hey, Owen and C, welcome to the stream. We're talking about hurricanes and stuff. I'm trying to catch up with chat. Blah, 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 blah. I'm just gonna skim. I'm gonna pass out. Good night. Alright. Good night, Bate. Bate. Bate equal echo. I hate kids be savage. Peeksy boo. Wait, what? I have all kinds of knowledge, morbid, educational, and fun. Exactly. Knowledge is power. Stories are fun. Am I the butthole? r/ if I'm the butthole, best of Redditor updates and all that stuff. I love learning from people. You can learn a lot. It's a free experience that you don't have to go through if you can avoid it. Aw, you're a cat. I can't meow. My mouth is dry. That's so bad. I can't. God, it's so bad. It's so bad. It's so bad. I can't help it. Oh, man. Yeah, is an interesting sub. Yeah. I'm too lazy to read, but I like listening. J-Dragon? Huh? No, it's so cute. Oh, well, thank you. I think we're rounding around the, we're rounding around the corner of the sleepy time junction. Somebody's taking the train to Sleepy Time Junction. Somebody is so tired they can barely function. So they're hopping on that train to Sleepy Time Junction. All aboard! Cries the engineer. Sleepy Time Junction is so near. If you know, you know. If you don't know, Game Grumps. Sleepy Time Junction. That's the whole joke, is that he makes it lullabyic and then he just screams, all aboard! Oh, man. I love it. Oh, man. Were you talking to Sunny or me, or different Sunny? No, don't yawn. Now you're gonna make me yawn. I read the word yawn and it made me yawn. I am tired. Who wants to start a cult? No cults. We have our own cult here. No new cults are welcome. Cookie cult, where everybody has to bring cookies and we will criticize. If it ain't cookie themed, it ain't welcome. Dang it, you made me yawn. Yay! My yawn counter's going up. Pew! Pew! Oh boy. Join Sunny's harem. Oh no, Sunny has a harem! Is it a reverse harem or is it just a harem? It's a reverse harem! Oh my god, or on High School Host Club. Classic. Both harem and cult. Oh my gosh. Harem's more of like company nature. Cult is more of like controlling nature. Go to sleep. It's been a good day to feel tired. I will go to sleep. It's gonna happen. Get here, go. Yummy. This has been a successful stream. I hate thumbnails. The reason I don't stream as often is because I feel like I need to have a thumbnail. Who's to say I can't make the thumbnail while I just start streaming and then do the thing? Or no thumbnail. Professionalism. Professionalism. Blech. Just say a word of confirmation already bought you in. If you want to be a VTuber, there's a bunch of tutorials, a lot of freebies, there's all kinds of free stuff. Anyone can be a VTuber. Even if you don't have anything going on, there's all kinds of free assets. Anybody can be a VTuber. Don't be discouraged. Do some research and then say, "Frick it, I'm gonna do it my way." That's what I did. It's a fancy description of Sunny's cult, so no one will suspect a thing. Bro, I want to meet Vox Akuma. The only reason I want to be a VTuber. Well, just because you be a VTuber doesn't mean you gotta work up there. Some of them are nice and they reach out. Heck, Mimi got Callie and Lee and Lee. I don't remember. Monarch. They got the shine. I'm falling asleep. They got the spotlight on them, and I would literally scream with them. I'm like, seriously, that's the dream. But I will tell ya, just be yourself. Sometimes meeting who you want to meet ain't not everything, you know? I refuse to meet a famous person because I will be awkward and it will be painful, so I'm like, I'm not gonna subjugate that to somebody. The only person I've ever met famously, I literally bumped into them at the convention and they were cosplaying Mayrin and I was cosplaying Aloise Trancy. And I said sorry, and she said sorry, it was a really busy time, and then she was like, "Oh, you're Aloise, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And then I found out she was the voice actor of Mayrin. I was like, what the heck? That's the kind of interaction I want. Incidental, you don't know, it was pleasant, and that's all you need. No long discussion, no handshakes, no hugging. Just be like a nice little bump. You just bump them and be like, hey, alright, bye, you know. I'm just a Perseones. I've kind of moved on from wanting to be a VTuber. I want to try out voice acting sometimes. Yeah, there's behind the voice actor used to have like VA auditions, but they got rid of that feature and it was so dumb. So now casting club is like the only one. There's other websites, but it's just so much of a hassle. That's how I got my corpse party gig. I'd recommend it. Casting Call Club. That's where you can find voice acting gigs, and it's a great practice, really. Like, even if you don't make it, it makes for a good portfolio on there. I have subscribed to your YouTube. Oh, well, thank you, see? Yay. I welcome the subscription. My streaming's all over the place. But, there's no but. That's it. My stream is all over the place. I'm a bit of a dink. I'm a dinkarinkaroo. Hey, Scout! Olsen, welcome to the stream. I think I recognize you. Hiya, Jenta. Yeah, it is you. Hi, hun. Welcome. Unfortunately, I think I'm about to start wrapping up stream here. I'm yawning a lot. Yeah. I think we're all ready for bed. It's almost 12 p.m. where I am. Or, well, 12 a.m. I guess. 12. Yeah, so sleepy time junction. I haven't ever met really famous people, but I was a coach on a former NFL player in the middle school. One classmate there ended up Will Smith. So the way I read that, it's just so funny. Will Smith. Oh boy. Yeah, bye. Go to sleep. I will. I'm wrapping it up. Yeah, I'll try to sleep while Pendragon. Whale noise. It's not a whale noise. I only now realize you're over 2K. Congrats. Oh, well, thank you. It is a marvelment in and of itself. I definitely didn't do it. Alright, y'all. We had a very good night together. I know some of us struggle with insomnia, and some of us struggle with relaxation. And we just struggle in general, but hey, we're still human, and we can do it. We can make our dreams come true. And to do that, you must sleep. And if you can't sleep, watch TV. And if you can't watch TV, watch YouTube. Yeah. And if you're ever bored, you can watch my old live streams. Half of them are okay. I would recommend the older ones just to see how I've been the same or different. I don't know. But yeah, thank you guys for spending time with me. I hope you all have pleasant dreams. Eat some food, get some rest, sing a song, get dressed. And I'll see ya some other day soon. Bye.